Ladies and gentlemen, it is game week, man. Can you believe that the Detroit Lions play the Green Bay Packers in just 5 days, man? I am super excited. Still waiting on my doggone tabs to come, man. Michigan is tripping, trying to get so I can travel to Wisconsin and be safe. You know what I'm saying? Also, might have the hookup on a ticket, too. I'll let you guys know in a little bit, as soon as I get confirmation of what's going on. But we are back, and we are back. It is Tuesday, and you know what that means during the NFL week? That it is time for the NFL Power Rankings. Now, this is one of the least viewed videos of the week, but it don't matter, though, because if it don't make dollars, it still makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So we just going to keep this ball rolling, even if you don't really... This ain't really a banging video, but we are back in that season mode where the content is very strategic. It's very organized, very structured. It's one of my favorite times of the year because we have legit information to talk about. So I have not looked at this. You guys know I blindly react to this with you guys because I want to be surprised and I want you to get my genuine reaction. So we're going to do every week on Tuesday. These are released and we're going to do at least one video, the power rankings. Next Wednesday after week 1, we are going to do the Detroit Lions defense ranked through. It's a series I started last year when all the talk about Aaron Glenn and the defense and where it was ranking to see if we improve. As I said in past videos, if the Detroit Lions are in the top 10, if we can get with the offense that we have. We had the number 1 offense last year. We had the number 3 offense in 2023. If we can have a top 5 offense and a top 10 defense, I think we're capable of winning the Super Bowl. So without further ado, here we go. This is the NFL Power Rankings. The tagline is Packers rise entering week 1. Of course they do. Commanders and Cowboys slip. Now, I don't remember where they were, the Detroit Lions were last season. I want to say they were in the top 5. I have no idea where they're going to be, so I'm not even going to try to guess. You know what? I take that back. I'm going to say that the Detroit Lions are top 5. They're top 5. They're no further than 8. But 8 is a stretch. It really is. Number 1 seed last year. I'm going to say top 5. So here we go. The number 1 team in the power rankings is heading into week 1. I can't believe we're already doing this. The Philadelphia Eagles. That's no surprise there. Any team that is coming off a Super Bowl win should automatically be number 1 until proven otherwise. So I'm okay with that. The number 2 team, the Baltimore Ravens. Wow, that's pretty significant. They were okay. I'm a little shocked by that. I don't know if they've done that much. I know Jadeveon Clowney just went back. The Buffalo Bills. Okay, so the Buffalo Bills, I don't know when this rank, like, is it from the season ending or whatever? So, okay, so the Buffalo Bills are 3. So where are the Detroit Lions? The Kansas City Chiefs are number 4. Okay, so what's my prediction correct that they should be in the top 5? The Detroit Lions. Let's go, man. I am pretty good at this. Oh boy, here we go. This guy right here, I cannot stand him sometimes. He really does get on my nerve. I know how y'all feel about me when I criticize Brad Holmes, but I'm a fan of the team. I have earned the right to do that. All right, so here's what he had to say. He says, I remember watching the Lions playoff meltdown against the Commanders. Well, thank you very much. And wondering if they had missed their best chance to win a Super Bowl. I'm going to say no, that best chance was the year before. Not that a Lombardi suddenly is impossible, but it feels like a farther reach. Wow, can't disagree with that. It says Detroit is breaking in 2 new coordinators and faces a monstrous schedule, which is both things are true, including 6 games against dangerous NFC North teams. The already tough Packers just added Micah Parsons. The Bears might be a real threat, and I don't think the Vikings are going anywhere. Dan Campbell and Jared Goff will push the pedal all season, and the return of Aiden Hutchinson bodes well for the defensive hopes. There's a reason I still have the Lions listed first among NFC North teams, but the other 3 are quickly creeping in. Now, before we go any further with that, let's take a look at the rest of the top 10. The Green Bay Packers, number 6. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, number 7. The Washington Commanders, number 8. The Denver Broncos, number 9. I think the Denver Broncos are going to have a really good season. And the Cincinnati Bengals are number 10, rounding out the top 10. So the Detroit Lions, again, this guy, man, he does this every single week. It annoys me half to death and really does get on my nerve. But, I can't disagree. We are the hunted. You know what I'm saying? We were the hunters. Now we're hunting something while the rest of the NFC North teams are hunting us. And I mean, honestly, we had the number 1 seed in the NFL, right? Along with the Kansas City Chiefs, the number 1 seed in the NFC. So in some regards, we're still being hunted by the entire NFC. And yes, we did lose both our coordinators on offense and defense, but I don't think that's going to be a bigger deal, as big as a deal as it seems, as people might make it seem. And this is why I love being in this space, because as much as I annoy, the masses with my takes, and not me hamming it up and drinking the blue Kool-Aid all the time, I'm a fan of the team. I know the team inside and out. We all know the team inside and out. We're not one of these guys that job is just to report once a week on a team, right? And throw together some whack power rankings about a team they know very little about. But it is some truth in this, you know what I'm saying? I think that for me, the Green Bay Packers, the way that organization is run, I think they will always be the biggest threat. They were the biggest threat with Brett Favre. They were the biggest threat with Aaron Rodgers. And right now, they still, to me, are the biggest threat. You have the Minnesota Vikings with a rookie quarterback. They did sign Carson Wentz, but do they believe that J.J. McCarthy will be able to take them to the next level? I don't know about that. We already see what's happening. And as far as the Chicago Bears, I don't want to see them shine ever. I'm just going to keep it a buck. So the Green Bay Packers are, where they are. I think they will always be our biggest competition, even when Stafford was here. I mean, it was coming down to the last game of the season where these two teams are going at it, and whoever won that game won the NFC North. And that happened 2 or 3 times throughout Aaron Rodgers being here, and then you have Brett Favre before that. Jordan Love is neither one of those quarterbacks, but I think that the Green Bay Packers are the biggest threat. I think they're more of a threat with Micah Parsons, but again, they don't have any secondary players. Like Alexander's no longer there, right? So I don't know what they're going to do as far as the secondary, and if Jared Goff, if that offensive line can protect JG, is even a fraction of what they did last year, he can carve them up. So, I mean, to be in the top 5, let me see. Who should any of these teams, the Kansas City Chiefs? Okay, they did go to the Super Bowl. The Buffalo Bills, they beat us, and the Baltimore Ravens spanked us last time with the Philadelphia Eagles. So I must admit that I'm going to disagree. I don't think Baltimore should be this high, but again, they're just putting Baltimore up there. Baltimore, we should be 4. I don't have a problem with us being 4. The Buffalo Bills beat us. The Kansas City Chiefs went to the Super Bowl. And the Baltimore Ravens, they should not be above us. If it should be Baltimore, I would probably do Philadelphia. Then I would say Buffalo, number 2. I would say Kansas City 3. I think Detroit should be 4. And you have I would put Baltimore 5 at least. But then you have the Washington Commanders that beat us. So you could argue that they could be up top. But I think that, the injuries, not an excuse, but I think the injuries went a long way to us losing. The turnover battle, you cannot win. It's very rare that you have a win with 5 turnovers. And we saw what happens when we had 5 turnovers against the Houston Texans. It literally took the entire game in order for us to overcome those 5. And we got a takeaway. We did not get a takeaway in the game against the Washington Commanders. So here we go again. We are back with the season. I can't believe it. It seemed like it took forever. It seemed like, our season ended January 18th. Let me see. What does this calendar say? Yeah, January 18th. I got the We Want More towel up there. So our season ended January 18th. So 6 months was in July. And then, so we're talking about 7.5 months, man, that we've had to endure. And there's a lot of offseason stuff. There's a Darius Smith, will Broderick and Hendon Hooker make the team? Will we re-sign Zadarius Smith? And all this stuff has happened. Will we draft a pass rusher? All of that. Nobody saw Isaac Tesla coming, right? And now we are here with the season. And it feels good to be back. I'm not going to lie. So got an update. Thank you for everybody in the comment section that's saying, hey, you should really rest and when you take this trip to Green Bay. And I've thought about that. I did look at some Airbnbs yesterday, and they're outlandish. The closer you get to the stadium, I saw an Airbnb, no lie, for like $1,000 a night. It probably was right across the street from the stadium. So no, even the hotels, where I think the cheapest I saw was $155 a night. So I might try to pull something, but it wasn't even close to the stadium. So I don't know. We'll see. But I will say that my max driving is probably about 5 hours. If I stop enough a couple times, I should be okay. But I will say that in like 3 weeks as Baltimore, and that might be a tad too far. Like I think honestly I could do. I've done 10 but I've never done 10 like there and then right back. So you're talking about I'll spend 16 hours in the car, and then another probably 8 hours between the game and tailgating. That's a lot. I've never done that before, so we'll see. But I do got the hookup. I mean, and what I was going to say earlier, I got the hookup like to some tickets. Somebody shout out to the big homie. You know who you are. Appreciate you, big dog. It's the same gentleman that hooked me up with the training camp tickets, and I got the VIP. I got the like a straight line to some gravy tickets, man. I just need to get my tabs to come in the mail. Like I need them to come today. So they did not come today. So if it all works out, man, so I might have an extra ticket because I'm going to buy both of them. I will let you know if I do have that, because I reached out to somebody already who might take the ticket. So I will definitely let you know. All right. Seats are really decent. I'll tell you what they are after I confirm whether or not this other person is going to take those. All right. But if you are going to Green Bay, please let me know. I would love to get to the point where I could have been down there the night before and hang out with the super fans, man, at the bar and stuff. That would be outstanding. Anyway, as far as membership, the end screen, it is the beginning of the month. I will be updating that ASAP. I promise it won't take as long as before. And I almost talked so much that I forgot. I finished the design for the Syndicate Cancer fundraiser that we're going to do. I have not chosen a foundation yet. I want to do, some research on it and see, but the plan is for a black shirt to go on sale on the 15th. So in just about 2 weeks, probably right after the week 2 game, go on sale. Hopefully you guys can have this by the start of October. Well, if you do order it, you'll have it long before October comes and you can wear it. And that is and I'm going to do actually a pink variant of all the merchandise. I'm going to change. I got this whole thing planned. I'm going to change my avatar during the month of October to a pink avatar. I'm going to change the banner. The store banner is going to be pink throughout the month. And, yeah, I've never lost anybody to cancer, but I have had some family members that have battled it. So, yeah, I consider myself extremely fortunate, but I've been wanting to give back for a while. And now that I can commit more time to this venture from the Syndicate point of view, then I feel like I can do that. So yes, a percentage of the proceeds will be going to a foundation. You got any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section below. We'll choose one, and then we'll go that. And I will receipt all the document. Trust me, you'll have the documentation. I will put a community post about it. All right. You can trust me. I'm not going to pocket the funds. Like, come on, man. Anyway, this channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You can be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Green Bay still sucks. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.